It is what it is. 203 the podcast. We back again. I'm here with Tone B and my boy Tev. Today we gonna be talking about Kanye's antics on Drink Champs and a whole lot of other stuff. So we could get into that. So I know everybody's seen that. Tev, you seen that?
Yeah, man. Well, if y'all don't know, I'm Tev, the God photographer in the building. You know what I'm saying? I got big up myself real quick because I'm sitting next to one of the best to ever do it when it come to rap. But yeah, so I'm into like the podcast and the photography, the video thing, the visuals. So I check into all the Drink Champ shit. And Kanye be off his rocker based on what they post. Like, they're not really showing you the full clip. So like the pieces that you show, I feel like always they create their own narrative. But then when you go and sit down and listen to like the 3-hour interview, which is excessively long, it makes a little bit more sense. And
Yeah,
I feel like I get an understanding of where he's coming from. He just has
I definitely had to listen to him.
a little bit of a hard time trying to get what he's trying to say off his chest without it sounding crazy.
The key thing that they were saying in the shit that I forgot what's the bald head nigga name?
NORE?
Nah, nigga.
Oh, DJ? Was it DJ FN?
It was how he articulate things, though.
Yeah, basically, that, like
right, yeah.
And he still, and the crazy thing is, they said that in the beginning of the shit, and he still, but I think the drinking was a problem too.
Well,
because he still wasn't articulating what he wanted to say, right? Because he didn't even need to.
Because when he said like the white lives matter thing, and he was like, my baby mom is white, my kids is white, and I'm like, when you say it like that, I can understand more than. You know, like I said, some of the shit he just be doing.
I don't always agree, but I don't think that man that crazy.
I don't think.
I don't think he that crazy. I think a lot of the stuff that he says, like if you have a lot of knowledge of the things that he's talking about, then a lot of that shit does make sense. I think more or less a lot of them people in that realm is like, yo, you crazy because you're not supposed to say that because you know what comes with this. Like so
right. That's another thing I was about to say too. Like that's a different lifestyle that. We know nothing about.
You want to distance yourself from certain stuff when you're not in a position of power. When you 11 billion strong, you in a different
say what the fuck you want
situation
say, right?
than most other niggas. Is what you gonna
fact.
do to ruin me? I don't have to do none of this other shit no more, and I'm set for life. I could just disappear with my money. And
at what,
fine.
44? He's like, what, 44, right?
I don't know.
45. I think most of the niggas that age is like pushing 50. But yeah, he like.
But to be honest with you, I don't think we use the word crazy loosely, but I think there is something up with him mentally.
I don't think Ye has ever been the same Ye since his mom passed.
And
the shit that's been going on with his relationship, all the Kardashians shit. I think he got PTSD from the Kardashians.
But we all got a form of something just because everybody's got a little bit of trauma somewhere. Yeah. And everybody's trauma gonna be a little bit different.
But everything combining on top of the other, like, know what I mean? Like, his antics with Amber Rose was a healing process. Like, and he needed healing. That was a period where he needed healing, and he was. No, I mean, I feel like
hold
that's
that
why
thought real quick because Amber Rose just came out with some fire visuals. I do want to get back to that. I didn't know she was rapping. She was like making music.
I didn't know that either. I didn't even know
she dropped a crazy video. I don't know what the fuck it's called. I don't know what it is, but shout out to Amber Rose.
But like, I don't think he ever really took the time to like find himself again, type shit. Like, know what I mean? He put himself into his music or whatever, and these women, whatever, and none of these women was right for the situation that he was going through to help him get through the situation that he was going through. Like, know what I mean? So like, it's the type of women that he choosing play a part in like his healing process. Not to put the healing on them, like, know what I mean, but it play a part with like the person that you dealing with. If they can't help with like,
usually when a person in that type of situation, people say the people around you don't love you or they not keeping it real with you.
And that's the biggest problem I think Kanye has too, because people for a while, because a lot of people were scared to keep it 100 with him. And then he became the person with that. If you keep it 100 with him, he cutting you off.
Cut you off. So niggas don't want to get cut off. They don't
But that's another reason why it's like it's something wrong with him. Like I don't know. They say it's a Gemini. He a Gemini.
I'm a Gemini. I don't think I act like that necessarily. I don't that, but I think maybe that's why I be understanding. Yeah, it be making sense to me because I'm a Gemini too. It's like nah, that shit makes sense to me.
So do y'all believe in that zodiac stuff like that, or
not? I mean, as of recently, I can't say not because as of recently, I have been more so like.
Should be making more sense.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like with zodiacs, you can make anything about you because I think all people are layered and we come with a lot of different colors. So if I write in the newspaper, this, and this defines you. If it says, oh, you're confident, you're courageous, everybody's gonna find a way to make confidence and courage be about them for the most part.
No, for a fact.
I mean, it is a lot of truth to it, but I feel like I'm weirded out by people that stereotype people.
Yeah, I'm not there. I'm not there to that point with it.
Zodiac.
Like,
oh, you this, so I can't.
My thing is like when the whole retrograde shit was that shit made me start believing it. Cause when they was talking about my sign was going through a retrograde shit was going crazy for a boy real quick.
I just like.
And when they said the shit was lifted for me. I feel like everything was turned around. I'm like, all right, this shit might be a little.
That shit was
I just like talking shit because everybody else talking shit. I'm not gonna lie. When people be like, "Oh, towards this, I be like, "Yep." Just talk shit.
But yeah, because I don't think I'm a typical Aries. When people be like, "Oh, Aries," I'm like, I'm not.
But then they say it changed based off your moon, the time you was
that's
born.
Yeah, they getting deep with it now. Like I'm not getting that.
Your moon, it's like 3 different things. It's like your zodiac, and it's like your moon symbol.
Chicks be like, oh, I'm a. She's like, oh, you a. Chicks be like, oh, you a Aries. Oh, I'm a summer Aries or some shit like that. But I'm a Cancer, but I'm a summer Aries or some shit like that.
So then it's like, can we blame to tie it back in? Can we blame Kanye shit on the Gemini shit if it's so many different levels to it?
At the end of the day, I don't know how factual the zodiac shit is, so I'm not gonna put it on that. Like I said. Kanye, like I said on social media, Kanye say a lot of the realest shit, and then he just keep on talking, and then he fuck up all the real shit that he just said, type shit. Like, know what I mean? So like, I think even with like when he talking about,
I think one of the biggest things that we got to pay attention to is what he was saying, which was the people who control the music, who control the media.
That's what I was going to talk about.
Control the money, are in power, and this has always been a motherfucking thing. And now you're seeing it now where people are cutting ties with him. They fucking with his deals. They trying to silence him up. And just how the media could choose those specific clips out of 3 hours.
If you pay attention, when he talking to like the news reporters or whatever in the interviews and shit, every time he start trying to break down what he's talking about with the Jews and shit, whatever, they start cutting him off.
Because they don't want him to articulate it now. Because he spoke how he spoke in that interview, and then I seen him respond to how did he feel about NORE apologizing for the interview.
What he say? I ain't see that.
We gonna have to roll the clip for the people to see it. For the people that didn't see it, because he was super articulate there, and I think they feel like now that he has the time to reflect and go back out and
he gonna make too much sense to the people.
He gotta make too much sense now. So now it's let's shut this nigga up completely. Let's not even talk about it. Let's not get him on the platforms. Let's just keep him quiet.
You see, we was watching that little live stream shit he had, and he just got cut off.
Shit got cut off.
Shit just got cut off.
I don't remember.
And he was really
in tune, but I don't think
he was talking totally different than when he was talking on
100%.
on Drink Champs. Like, know what I mean?
100%.
Like the way he was articulating his words.
But that's like we potting with the bros right now.
That's what Drink Champs is.
How I talk with y'all is gonna be different than how I'm gonna talk to an extent inside of a meeting with a certain group of people.
For a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So now,
but that's what I'm saying. Like in that moment, I could tell he had a different clarity of mind, and he was like focused on what he had to say and was trying to get it out the right way. It
also was 1-on-1. I'm not sure who he was interviewing with, but it was 1-on-1. No drinks, just clearer thought.
Yeah,
not saying that. They always say like when you start drinking, the truth comes out and shit, but you don't always
articulate well.
Articulate well, and it doesn't come off clean because some people start slurring
their
words.
Because even NORE, when he was saying shit that don't even make sense.
NORE always says shit that don't make sense. NORE, I don't want to say NORE does it for whatever, but like it's his show. and they drink. So that's just what it's going to be.
No, fuck. Cause we drinking here too. No,
Absolutely.
We
Shout out to
we actually real calm right now.
We don't have no sponsors. If anybody want to sponsor us, or sponsor Jay, I should say.
Oh, shout out to 1990 something. It was a clothing brand out in Hartford though. They gave me this from fashion show. I modeled for them. They gave me this. They shit. It's real comfy. It's real warm. Real everything. Y'all gotta follow them. 1990 something.
Tap in. We're looking for sponsors. We're looking for the whole thing, man. We want to do this. We want to have other guests. I'm gonna be here every week. I don't want to say we won't have other guests because it's really Jay's show. I just, I'm here to support.
We'll definitely have other guests. We're trying to get everybody exposed. We're trying to get everybody's opinions out there and shit about on certain things in life, general topics and shit. So we definitely gonna get the people out there, get the voices out, get people's voices heard on certain shit, get their material out there. You know what I mean? So just tap in with us.
To build off that too, I want to give a shout out to Tone because we're actually in Tone's spot right now, which is it's a beautiful spot out in Hampden. A lot of people know Tone because he raps. Tone is an entrepreneur. That's what I can say. I don't want to just put him in the category of just a rapper because this man does so much more.
I don't brag on myself, bro. I let other people brag on me, bro.
So I'm gonna do a little bragging for him without bragging, but you know, Tone gets his hands dirty, so he'll do the carpentry work. He'll do the electrician work. He'll be the rapper. He'll come through with the camera work. He's definitely gonna come through with all types of audio work. So if you need a place to record, you know, Tone's that guy when it comes to that. It's so many different things. This man coaches, like
bro, that's just hustle.
Yeah, it's hustle.
If you I always been a hustling ass nigga like since I was little. I'm a hustle, bro. I'm gonna sell whatever I can sell. If it's a skill to pick up, if it's something to learn, I'm gonna go learn it. Like I don't think you can ever have enough knowledge. Like the more you learn, the more you know. The don't more know value shit. You bring like, to people. Exactly. The more you realize it's so much shit you don't know. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I find myself online for the most part, just trying to learn something.
I said on the last episode when we was talking with Bugatti, I was like, my mother always told me you got 2 eyes like the next man, 2 ears, 2 hands, a brain. Fact, The only thing that separates you is the will to want to do that thing or want to learn it or want to be able to do it. Like, you know what I mean?
And I feel like, I don't want to say people lose their will, but the world we live in today with social media, and people just having access to everything, it's like, it's pluses to it because you can learn more. Mm-hmm. But then it's also like people use it to learn shortcuts, so they're not doing it properly.
Well, I don't feel like niggas is utilizing social media or the internet period to learn.
No, they're not.
I think they're using it to
bullshit,
idolize and look at ass and
compare
stuff. Compare, like, man, bro. Some days, nigga, I hop on the internet and I look at so many niggas younger than me that just seem like they doing way better than me. And that shit make me feel little about my own accomplishments, bro. Like, all the shit, I done been to prison multiple times. I done been to jail multiple times. I done had career jobs that I lost because I caught cases and shit like that. I had to build my whole life back over from scratch. So sometimes people will come in here and be like, yo, this shit is incredible. I can't believe you even was able to do this. Like, the money they see that you put into it, the time you put in. But for me, it's just like I always envision myself being like way further. So sometimes I don't never get to just gloat in what I have in the moment because it's like, nigga, I feel like I'm supposed to be somewhere else and I'm not there yet.
Right.
I'm not accomplishing everything that I wanted to accomplish when I wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I think learning patience is like one of the most difficult things. Like,
and that's why I started looking at life a little different. Like, cause I used to look at it too. I'm like, damn. Look at motherfuckers. I used to look at motherfuckers like Biggie, Meek, motherfuckers who, I'm like, y'all motherfuckers got it, like 20, 23, 24, like, know what I mean? But then I be thinking about it, be like, it's motherfuckers who ain't got shit until they like 35, then they millionaires.
Yo, the average male don't really get situated in life until they hit about 40.
Word. So, I'm realizing that, like, the more I get out there in the world and start 40, networking and talking to people and shit, and
niggas be like 10 years away from retirement, just getting everything, and we out here feeling like because I'm 30 and I don't have it situated, like,
feel behind on the 8 ball.
I'm behind, and it's like, nah, these niggas 20 years older than me. I'm competing with somebody who had 2 decades. If I could figure it out if I can't figure it out in the next 20 years, I did something wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The other day I was talking to some dude in the store, and he up there, and he's a millionaire, but he was telling me like just 2 years ago he was damn near homeless type shit, like.
It's investing in yourself.
That's how it be.
Gambling, betting on yourself.
Yeah.
You
You're taking a chance with investing in stuff.
Like you could be up, like as God give it, He take it away in the same way as you don't got it, He'll give it.
I say it all the time. Like like Morgan Freeman, he ain't really start acting until he like 40.
Huh?
Morgan Freeman didn't start acting until he was like
so
40.
how the fuck old is he now? Cause how old is
he? Old.
Gotta be 100.
He old. Well, let me say he was he was acting, but he wasn't really kind of on until he was like 40.
Like into like the big mainstream.
Yeah,
and it's a lot of people like that.
From the second we started seeing Morgan Freeman mainstream, he was
already older dude.
Even what you call it? What's his name?
I feel like Samuel L.
Ghost from Power. What's his name in real life?
Omari Hardwick.
He was saying he wasn't getting paid. Like,
wasn't,
even all the shit that we've been saying him.
If I'm not mistaken, he played football at the University of Georgia.
He did?
If I'm not mistaken.
It's a lot of motherfuckers that played
football. Yeah. Shout out to our football players, man.
For a fact.
And I want to say Denzel was a part of his story too, if I'm not mistaken.
Because he on?
Yeah, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say he, basically he put his all into the acting shit. Allegedly. And he was homeless for a little bit, and he was really out there trying to make something of his acting career. And I think they might have had a helping hand of
hard work.
Taking them in and
hard work gonna keep you in the door, but 9 times out of 10, you look into any of these success stories of people.
You're just looking for a break.
But they gonna give you 90% and leave out the 10, and then that 10 is usually the sauce. You know what I'm saying? And that 90 that they give everybody, that's like what everybody kind of know. That's what we all envision. That's what we all see. And it's that little bit of 10% that they leave out, and that's where the sauce is. It's in that networking. Somebody was connected.
Even in shit like that, that's what Kanye talking about. Us putting each other on and shit like that. I don't even think he trying to like.
I'm about to say, because Kanye kind of been on the low for people that haven't been following Kanye. So when I first started listening to Kanye, I was young, and it was the college dropout shit. I didn't really fuck with some of that stuff because there was so much other things going on in rap. Like, we had 50 Cent. Like, I was listening to, like, the hood shit. I wasn't listening to no Jesus Walks. But, like, I didn't realize then, as a young boy, like, in middle school, like, this dude was making beats for every fucking body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so then when you sit down and be like, yo, he kind of was already in some of these loops.
I was already, I was paying attention to, like, he was saying.
But they wasn't fucking with him because they wasn't rapping about the same things that they was rapping.
So when he was saying it, if you listen to his little skits and his shit, whatever, like when he break it down, he was telling us that like niggas wasn't fucking him, respecting him.
Oh yeah, it's all in the.
They wasn't fucking with him or respecting him as a rapper. They would just kept saying Kanye the producer,
make my motherfucking beats and move out my way.
Yeah. So and then you gotta think about shit like that too. Like when I was talking about the things that tie into his mental breakdown, how people was trying to disregard him in life shit. Yeah. And you know how a motherfucker get. Look, I'm on now. Look, like y'all motherfuckers kept trying, like, know what I mean. So I think he still carries that low key.
Still got that chip on his shoulder.
Know what I mean? Of y'all think. Cause he still do. Oh, I'm a billionaire. I'm a bit. We know you're a billionaire.
I mean, shit, bro. But I ain't never touched a Billy, so I don't know how much I'm a brag if I touch.
But that's my point.
You know what
I'm saying? Get what I'm saying?
I ain't touch a Billy.
If I touch a
Billy, that's my point.
You're not even gonna
when
see me.
We don't know how. You know how it is when you finally get to do something. It's like, nigga, you get into that cocky mode. Like
for anybody that's even watching this, is what I always tell people. Like, even in the process of us both being entrepreneurs and shit, like, I tell people sometimes it's almost like I'm a glorified job owner because I still work a job. I kind of just work for me.
Right.
Instead, you know what I'm saying? My business don't always make money in my sleep because I sell services. If you pay attention to the people who came up recently and the money just shot through the roof, it's products. The money is not in services. The money is in products. Yeah. Because it's you scale it different. Mm-hmm. It costs me this much to make. We manufacture this many. I sell that many. We make back this.
And you can make it in your sleep because you can make sales in your sleep.
Even now, showing the skill once you get that camera out and you showing people how to make a skill, you get to YouTube and shit. That's another way
Man,
of making money.
I said this the other day on Facebook, and some people gonna say whatever. But I'm like, yo, people don't want to pay for quality. People want something that's quick and cheap. And quick and cheap don't always mean quality.
Sometimes I'm confused because it's like y'all still want designer. So then it's do they not put
But
the
they
same?
don't apply that to.
Do they not put the
yeah.
same
life,
value
It's
on
not the
our
same
shit
value.
as designer?
Right, yeah.
My shit is designer. That's how I look at it because sometimes I gotta let a person know somebody get funky with you sometimes and it's oh well you'll never get my money, and I be telling motherfucker look around all this shit that I have that I own that I purchased I did all this shit without your money. I don't need your money.
No, facts.
Like you're not catching
the
a
show's still
stunt.
gonna go on.
You're not catching a stunt on me by not working with me. And 9 times out of 10, the people who choose not to work with me, they go somewhere else and don't get what they want, and then gotta come back anyway.
But part of the reason why people don't get what they want is because you're not willing to pay that price.
Mm-hmm.
People that are willing to work with other people and they're like, okay, I'll work with this budget. When they saying I'm going to work with this budget, that means something is going to be scaled down. So like say, for me, for instance, I do photo shoots and I offer a certain amount of pictures for the dollar price. Now, if you don't have that correct dollar price, I might work with you, but then you're not going to get X amount of pictures that you would originally have got. So if I'm saying you're getting, 5 pictures for 200 and you say, hey, Tav, I only got 100, you might only get 2 retouches. And then they be upset about that. And it's like, it's a give and take thing.
I mean, it's the same analogy when you go to the freaking grocery store. You go to Walmart, you go to the deli. You got $5. You ain't gonna be like, I only got $5. Let me get a pound of that turkey. Let me get a pound of turkey.
Let me get half
let me get $5 worth of turkey
crack
real
pepper
quick.
turkey.
Like, know what I mean?
Self-checkout.
That's what you gonna get.
Self-checkout, boy. Yo.
That, but no, I mean, we ain't promoting stealing, but
I didn't even say no shit like that.
He being hot.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, at the end of the day, you get what you pay for.
Right.
And it's like,
Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you don't. But
you ever paid an arm and a leg for some shit and it wasn't
what you expected? That happens sometimes.
No, for a fact.
And it could be a lot of things that come into it though, because sometimes people come with these ideas and then you like you said, you come to the shoot, you pay for all the designer, but then you have no props, you have no nothing, and it's not something to be cut out and put on a flyer. And it's like, where you
photography falls in the realm of, I'm gonna just say art and creativity. When it comes to art and creativity, 9 times out of 10, most artists are not gonna be appreciated until you're not here anymore to give people your creations and your work. So what I'm often saying is that a client's vision might not be your vision, right?
Yes.
And you have to create what they want. And sometimes they don't realize that they don't like their own ideas until you're done creating it for them.
Right.
And then it's never, oh, my idea was bad. It's always, this is not what I want. I need you to do something else. And it's like, nah,
lack of accountability.
This is what you asked for.
This is exactly what you asked for.
Lack of accountability. That's a big problem in society right now.
This is what you asked for. So, I mean, where was I going with that? I was going somewhere with that. This nigga Jay got me catching contact off the Doty.
Yeah,
but I'll definitely go somewhere with that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, this business shit, man. This shit is like,
it's not easy.
It is not easy at all. You know what I was talking about?
Everybody think it's fun.
I was getting to hobby work. What I was explaining to my mans the other day, which was, he was like, yo, how can we scale more to get more people into the studio? And I'm like, the only thing that's really going to get more niggas in the studio is that we got to put out great products. Excuse me. You got to put out great products. And 9 times out of 10, if somebody come through the door for a session and they're not a great artist, but I mix they shit great, if I play it to you, you're not going to be like, damn, that mix is so fire because you don't like the song.
A lot of people don't even know what a mix is.
They don't know. So I'm like, yo, we got to be our own test dummies when it comes to our promotion. You get what I'm saying? Because if I'm going to be the best artist in my studio, I got to put out my music, look good, sound good, market it well, and then maybe it may drive more business. You know what I'm saying?
But I can't remember what I was watching, but somebody had said that it was like it's not even always about the music nowadays. It's like a lot of it is how are you being heard? Because I don't want to say seen. How are you being heard? Then how are you being seen? Like how you dress, how you step out. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff. And then it's music, which to me is crazy because it's like if you got something to talk about and it sounds good, I would think that would be number one.
Nah, man, because how much people like you. It's how much you liked. How much do I believe you? How much do I fuck with you? You know what I mean?
So
Yeah, because that's how
it's basically like a popularity contest.
It's certain artists who I fuck with off of their interviews and shit. So I fuck with them off as a personality wise more than I fuck with their music type shit. Like Boozy's entertaining to me off his besides music wise. Like, you know what I mean? I fuck with Boozy. You know what I mean? But I don't really listen to. If you tell me to sing a whole Boozy verse, I can't do that for you.
It's
right?
like
besides I-N-D-E, like, you know what I mean?
That's super cool. Wow.
Put it like this, right? For not to sound misogynistic, however people want to take it, but if a nigga always talk, he make great music, right? But he always fucking a lot of bitches in his music, whatever. But when you see him, you never see him with no baddies, no bitches. That music don't resonate with you the same no more because it's
not believable.
It's not believable. But now if you know a nigga for always having joints, and then he make fly ass music about getting women and enjoying himself, you believe that nigga. You see that nigga. He look a certain way. You know he live a certain way. So now that shit just resonate with you.
That's why I love that old Jeezy.
He like the baby used to walk around with that diaper shit.
On. People don't know that though. They don't know about Baby Jesus.
And he was walking around with that diaper shit. I used to be like, who the fuck is this nigga? Why the fuck is he? But that's what got me paying attention to him. Like who the fuck is he? Why is he walking around with a diaper type?
You know how comfortable you gotta be to walk around somewhere with a diaper?
No, you can't say too much about him either, cause.
Yeah,
I always got to say that. I love talking shit.
About the baby, but the baby has proven time and time again, man. When it comes to certain shit, when it comes to certain shit, he with his shit, bro.
But I don't like the little Meg stunt he pulled with his last album type shit. Like,
I mean,
I feel like that was mad corny. I'm not gonna lie.
Wasn't she talking shit?
It could be corny, but like it's like a known thing from my understanding that Meg has, you know. What she talk about? Like,
but I don't think that validate him going into the music. Like, yeah, my thing is in his own.
You don't like that he exposed her?
In his own lyrics, he said, "I kept it player." Something. He lost me after.
He said
that.
I didn't say nothing about it.
Yeah, something. He lost me after he kept it player because why not?
I think she might have started. I think she might have was talking shit.
She might have said something.
But
he did that song with Tory.
Player.
He did that song with
I remember
Tory.
that, and that was a minute ago.
Nigga said I held it.
Just keep holding it.
I don't. Hey, listen.
Keep holding it. Because what did that do for you now?
I'm not in that situation.
What
did that do for you now?
How long you gonna hold on to some shit or somebody saying some shit about you though? You personally as Jay.
Bro, I'm not doing that.
So you never felt like you just like, fuck, I gotta get some shit off my chest, like.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna talk about. I'm not gonna try to expose you as far as.
But you got a different platform now.
And that's what make it worse for me. That's what make it more so that he need to keep it playing.
But that's not what people like though. If you think about everything that people like and what they watch, they're watching. I don't want to call it bullshit. It's entertainment, but they're watching. That's why like
that didn't play out well for him.
That
didn't play out well for him.
It's always gonna play out well for somebody that's a celebrity.
He had bad album sales off that shit.
He gonna have bad album sales because the album just wasn't it. But this is not the only album that's not it. It's just.
But I just fuck all the other. I just think it was corny. I don't like when niggas do that exposing shit, like getting their feelings and start like, oh, I did this with her, like I did that.
Nah, I feel you on that, but people human though.
Like,
but people human, like it's the same thing. Whatever happened,
exactly.
She felt some type of way, so she had to say some shit.
But why that?
I don't.
That's corny to me.
Listen, I couldn't tell you. I'm not
why
him.
That? Why that? That's corny.
I don't got all the details on it to really comment on it.
And that's what I'm saying. It could be something deeper. Like we not there, but something clearly had to happen that he wanted to address something. Was that like 2 years ago? With the whole she got shot in the foot or allegedly got shot in the foot.
We don't speak on it.
We
don't speak on that shit.
We
don't speak on that.
I don't even know if that case is like finished yet.
We don't speak on that shit.
At the end of the day, I don't think no man should get in his feelings and it make. In my opinion, I would never because I feel like it make me look bad. Like
so,
you look like.
So then you gotta feel some type of way
like
about the Yo Gotti and Ashanti shit then.
Yeah, hell yeah. I publicly said he was corny.
Jay basically saying he keeping all the bitches secrets, bro.
Oh,
that's
okay.
it. Like, we gonna nip it in the bud there. Jay said he keeping bitches secret. He not pillow talking.
I am though.
He keeping bitches secrets.
I'm not because it's why. What is that doing for me?
You gonna tell us?
Nah. It depends.
Nigga, Jay trying to get some pussy.
It depends.
It depends.
Tell you what, I'm not gonna be like, man, I fucked this bitch, man. She look at her.
Oh nah, that's excessive. That's excessive.
We don't do that no more. We grown.
But that's what I'm told. That's basically what he did. That's basically what he did in the music. Like, know what I mean? That don't go away.
In the boogeyman shit.
That don't go away. That ain't a Facebook post. That's somebody that don't go away really.
Nothing goes away because of screenshot and screen recording. So. Everything is out there. Don't think it's not.
That's a different demon.
Man, but he did say something. Party was talking that shit. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's niggas running that mouth. I fucked your bitch.
Meg nigga.
Well, I think they broken up now though. No.
Are they? I don't know. I don't pay that much.
I don't pay that much attention either. But that's what I'm saying. It's so many different things that could have happened and whatever. But like I said. People like shit like that.
People like controversy, bro. We
do.
Niggas like the
anything
I'm
negative.
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like controversy don't grab my attention and shit, whatever. But I just can't respect.
Sex sells, violence sells.
For a fact.
There wasn't no new violence that he could
argue.
do, so niggas took it to the sex and that was that.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's just.
Yo, man, any liquor stores want to sponsor us, let us know, man. We trying, you know what I'm saying?
Cause we drink.
We trying to do something different.
We drink.
We gotta have an antagonist in here next time. Somebody we don't like. They gotta have the energy up.
Yeah. But I mean, it ain't gonna be someone we don't like. It's just somebody that's got a different view on things. Cause
I had a topic. We could switch it off I'm about to go a whole left field, whole different thing.
Oh God.
Shit. So he's gonna talk about it. I gave you a heads up. So
you don't be paying attention to shit.
That's your problem.
It's definitely part of my problem. I'm working on it.
How do y'all feel about splitting the bill when you go out with a group of friends?
It depends.
Like if it's like
it depends on the group of friends. Number
one,
it
depends on the group of friends.
Number one, because me and Tev always break bread. We always break bread. So if it's ever a situation where it's like, yo, we about to eat good and bros feel like he low on it, it's, yo, don't worry about it. We split it. I would have paid it.
But if it's the team, if it's like a group, if it's like a birthday party shit, it's like 15 people.
Listen. If niggas ordering,
I only go out with people I fuck with.
Niggas ordering multi-$100 plates and I had chicken fingers, I'm not paying the same amount.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I only go out with people that I feel like I could break bread with.
But you've
been
to dinner parties before, like where it's been multiple people and you don't know everybody.
You know what?
You probably know everybody, but everybody's not.
And I done did some shit where I'm like, hey, I'll run to the bar, grab a drink.
Hey, yo, ruler.
I do something at the bar where it's like
ruler.
But what if you at a spot where it's not like
you're not listening to me?
Rule of thumb got to be having at least $100.
I always say, but anytime you go to something like this, you kind of know you're going out with multiple people. So when I do go out with like 15 people, I'm always like, okay, in the back of my head, I gotta be okay with spending at least 150.
Why you gotta be okay with it? Because of their expectations?
No, because I'm a man and I'm going out in 2022. Everything is expensive now, and the shit sounds corny. It sounds cliche.
Wait, you say you gotta go out with the expectations of what?
To spend, I gotta be okay with spending around 150.
Oh, okay.
Just be parking,
I understand.
Guys
that.
get charged.
I understand.
Let's say you're going somewhere and it's not like a real like restaurant. It might be like bar, but sometimes
Yeah.
bar charges to get in, and you gotta pay for that.
Okay then.
Like,
So with all of that in consideration, I'm not splitting the bill if it's not in my favor. If it's not, if it's gonna hurt me type shit. Like, or if I gotta do all of that type shit, if I gotta pay for parking, gotta pay for all this other shit.
Unfortunately, I feel like it's just kind of like the new norm. That's why niggas don't see me outside like that.
Really,
and that's why I said splitting the bill is circumstantial, because if we all just went out,
everything is circumstantial.
If we all just went out right now and the bill was something where we was able to just break evenly real quick, it's cool.
We don't think nothing of it.
We talking 15, 16, 20 people.
And you're not cool with everybody. That's when the shit get really different.
I done had a $30 plate, and now y'all niggas want me to dish in a Honda.
Or if it's that one person there, it's like, damn, motherfucker, you kept ordering, or you ordering a pitcher of liquor and shit, and then you barely even drink. Your food is still ordered. You're not even getting a doggy bag.
I'm not accountable.
You the main one talking about splitting shit.
Yeah, I'm not accountable for nobody else's luxuries.
Like, what did you? And that be the main people that be talking about splitting shit. The ones who live above their means and shit, and trying to like, know what I mean? Like, why you ordering the big shit like to make the table look good and shit, and then now you talking about splitting the bill? You ain't got it.
I've been in certain situations where people order something like, oh, I don't like this, and they just kind of throw it to the side and order something else.
One thing
I'm saying, like, damn, like, people still gonna pay for that.
One thing I will agree on is I definitely like to get a VIP, and I like to get a bottle now, cause I want to sit the fuck down.
I'm not. See, that's why I don't even go out. That's why I don't even bother going out. I want to. Cause an hour in, I'm like, man, I need to sit down. Yeah, I'm ready to go home.
I want to relax, and then we sit, bro. So by the time you running that shit, a lot of times if you 3, 4, 5 deep, somebody buy the first round, somebody buy the second round.
That's why I said you gotta be comfortable spending a certain amount.
But by the time you do that, you should have just bought the bottle. The shots getting more and more expensive.
Yeah, I'm never going to go somewhere and be like, y'all two buy me shots and then not get around, because to me that just feels crazy. Like,
yeah, but
if we showing love, Like, I could pay for a round. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that's different. I feel like that's different.
Keep your ass inside.
I feel like that's different than expecting motherfuckers to split a bill at a dinner.
But that all goes back to. Like I said, I pick and choose who I go out with, because
that's definitely true too.
You got to nowadays though, because for a simple fact, for simple shit like that, because everybody don't move the same. Everybody, even like you said, like we're going out, like Tone said, I ain't never really been out with Tone like that in the city and shit, but I've been out with Tev and shit. We break bread too and the same shit. Like it's the same shit. Oh, you spending bread, nigga? I got it, nigga. Next time it's like, nigga, I got it, nigga. And we done, and we don't even care. We just having a good time or whatever. We ain't thinking about
everybody wants to look up, and I'm okay. Like, I'm new. See, people be like, "Oh, you've been an entrepreneur. You've been doing it for 2 years. Like, it's up. It's not up, man. I got ups and downs. I got struggles. I got battles. People be afraid to say shit like that.
Full fact.
People start a business, or they take their hobby and want to make it a business because they think it's like, oh, I'm about to do X, Y, Z, and it's just not that. So, like, when I really can't do something, I'm okay with sitting back and saying, you know what, I can't do it. But if we're going to go out, we're going to have some fucking fun. Anytime we go out, we're having fun.
But that's maturity, though.
Yeah.
No,
that's maturity, because...
And yeah, because you right. Because I was about to say it's swallowing your pride, but you got to have maturity to sit there and swallow your pride.
I'm not going to put myself more in a hole.
That's putting it like this. When niggas was young, trapping, doing other certain shit, the money come fast, scamming, whatever somebody doing, right? When the money come fast, you don't have no. You
don't give a fuck.
Give a fuck. You spend it, right? But now that you working for it a little bit harder, you think about the money a little bit different. Niggas got kids, you got people to take care of, you got siblings and shit like that. You trying to do right by people in the community, whatever the case may be.
You just trying to be a good person.
You look at all that shit a little different, right? But that's like this, right? Because I don't drink often, when I do drink, I want to buy top shelf.
Me too, same.
And there's nothing wrong with
that. And I'm not going to drink if I'm not going.
Every time niggas go out, just because.
I don't want to drink nothing below the top shelf. That's what I want. You can't
be outside drinking no bullshit, man. My mom always told me, it's certain drinks she told me to stay away from. Yeah. And she didn't necessarily say bum juice, but that's basically what she was calling it. It's like, she's like, if it's too cheap, she's like, you're gonna be outside looking stupid. She was like, it's just certain things
And
you don't drink because
through my
it's gonna
experience,
put
that's
you-
why I don't
put
fuck
you on
with
one.
shit that's not top shelf because the shit that's bottom shelf
Yeah.
will really get you sick.
It-
Like,
But
get you
it
fucked
hits
up.
your body different, bro.
yeah,
That
and,
shit.
and that's why you realize certain people that drink often, that you realize how, and even in like, cause everything you consume, it shows in your skin and all of that, in your face and
Oh,
all
yeah,
that shit, whatever.
100%.
So when people drink certain things, that's why I stopped drinking dark liquor like cognac and everything, because there's a lot of sugar and everything, and I realized like my eyes would be dark and junk or whatever.
Listen, man, I blew
I'm
the
like-
fuck up, and only thing that really changed is I was everybody knows I was a mailman, so I was walking a lot, but I like to drink, and I drink
Yeah,
whiskeys and bourbons, and it's whiskeys,
Every
bourbons.
time I was with
it's-
Tev, he was
it's got
trying
some
to get me
sugar.
to drink.
Got some
I ain't-
sugar. So
I ain't
between the
gonna
not
hold
walking
Since
and
I
that,
met Tev,
I was a cognac fiend for
Yeah.
years and years and years, but
You
I
and me
just
both.
kind of got on the tequila wave.
I've been
a
on the
little
tequila
bit.
for like
Yo,
the last
it's-
8 years
it's
now.
better
so
liquors out there. We just don't know about it because we used to drinking where everybody else was drinking in the hood, and when people are drinking in rap songs.
Shit, not me. My boy on the PK, so I'm always on the.
As
Shout out
an
to
adult-
417
as an
Middletown
adult now, though,
Ave.
that's what I'm
Know what I
saying.
mean, go there for the top shelf. They always got the good shit. But
Because in college we was drinking bullshit,
yeah,
but we didn't really understand
Yeah,
some
true.
of this bullshit.
Well,
True,
you
'cause
drink
I was
what you
drinking
could
amp-
afford in college.
yeah. Well, I
It-
wasn't in
it-
college, but
it be
that
bullshit.
that
You drink-
times
You drink what you could afford, because I was a Hennessy.
I was drinking
I was a little
Amsterdam.
Hennessy
I was drinking
drinking
whatever.
nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
I was even drinking.
like, I got-
I'm ashamed to say
Yo.
it. I was drinking fucking shit like fucking
I got friends that like beer wise they was drinking like Keystone.
yeah, I think I went to high school with white kids, so
Yeah,
niggas
that's
drank
what I'm
that
saying.
bullshit. That shit was garbage.
what the fuck.
But it's like
is
at the
that?
time, like if
I don't
the
even know
people
what that
around you
is.
not
Yeah, you
the
don't
people
need to
around
know.
you not
I don't
beer
even
drinkers,
know
and
what
you
that
like what's
is.
Keystone like? Okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
that
Like
shit
I didn't
is
drink beer in
gross.
high school. I definitely drank some liquor in high school. I drank beer when I got to college because it just
I'm Jamaican, so I drank Heineken. Young.
like you said, niggas was poor,
I was drinking Heineken.
and you
young.
get more beers than what you get in that bottle of liquor. Amongst I play football, so it's like me and let's say me and the DBs or me and the freshmen, guys are splitting the cases. We can get a 30 rack for $17.
I don't like the beer drunk though. Not even at the beer drunk. I'm real cautious about my body and shit. So I'll be looking at niggas getting the beer belly and shit, whatever.
Drunk period don't even feel the same.
No, not at all. It hurt. I'll be hurt the next
Yeah,
day.
I be trying to be home if I'm gonna be drinking. Really.
That's why
'Cause
I be
I-
telling people, yo, y'all come over my house with Drake. We pass out. I don't care. But
Yeah, cause
you safe. I don't. I ain't got to worry
if
about
I'm gonna
nobody
drink, I
being
like to
crashed
drink,
up.
and I need to be somewhere out where I could
Yeah.
be.
I don't want-
If I'm
listen,
done, I'm done. I'm
We
done
at
right
that
here.
age now. Like you said, all three of us have kids. I don't want to say kids. All three of us have a child that we play an active role.
I was just thinking about my. I don't got no
You know
kids.
what I'm saying? And we're very active in our son's lives, and it's like, why go be drunk up and then be crashing and shit if we can drink in the house and chill? One, it saves a little bit of money. And you call me cheap, call me broke, whatever the fuck you want to call me. I don't care because you don't pay my bills. But
Speaking
hang
of cheap
out.
and broken and all
you know
of
what I'm
that
saying? We
shit,
can hang out, we
and
can have a
paying
good
bills.
time, and it's what I'm saying.
So tying off.
It's been times where I've
I'm
been
gonna
out.
finish it. Yeah.
It's been times where I've been out and I didn't really have no fun. The club is different.
I
now.
feel
People
I feel
standing
like that's
around.
most times I go out. It's like I really didn't have fun.
It's
I
a
was
different
just
vibe.
out.
That's why I stopped wasting my money going out.
'Cause
Cause
I
like
feel
I
like
said, half an hour in, I'm like, I should have stayed home.
the
I
less
want to go home.
because the less fun you having, the more drink you buy. Assuming if I get a little bit more drunk, it
be a
might get
little
more fun.
And it
And
don't.
then
And
by
that's
the end
what-
of the night, nigga,
Yup.
you done spent way more
That's
money.
exactly
than I
how it
didn't
be
even
for me. I'm
have
like, you
fun.
know what? I'm seeing the same faces or whatever. I'm about to make a vibe with this liquor. I'm hitting the bar 4,
Right.
5, 6 times.
A vibe for me now is the energy that I get from the people in the spot.
Right.
Absolutely.
So a lot of times
In any
I don't
area.
necessarily want to be around a bunch of other niggas that's not friends of mine. Because what I'm in the club for anyway, I'm in the club to scope out some pretty girls.
For a fact.
Or-
and then
or
there's
the
niggas in there that's trying to scope out.
I don't.
niggas.
I would rather be at a private event with niggas I fuck with, good music, good drink, food of course, in a couple of
Food is a
joints,
must.
No,
joints
for a
that
fact.
niggas could communicate with. You get to know somebody, build with,
Fact.
play a game, do something
Yeah.
But the club, like for me, because niggas ain't in there dancing, That shit ain't nothing but.
Well, that's why, like I was
It
just telling
is
my
chaos.
mans though.
That
I was
shit
telling
ain't
my
that for
mans
me.
that the other day, like I stopped going to the club too and stuff and shit because it's like, even the local clubs that we going to is like, when it come to dating and the type of woman that we dealing with, even like I was talking about with Kanye, with the type of women that he was choosing, whatever. When you go into these certain clubs, whatever, you typically dealing with the same caliber of women. Like, know what I mean?
Well, now it depends on what club you go into.
And that's my point. In
The
any
quality-
in any environment though, in any environment,
the
depends
quality
on,
of clubs are different.
so that's what I'm saying. So that's
Because it's like, and I mean to cut you off, but it's like you can go to like a more like upscale club, or then we can be in some hole in the wall shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I expect more out of the upscale club. Anytime you go somewhere, it's top shelf liquor, it costs a little something to get in. Me spending money means the club should have more value. It should be adding more value to what I'm going to be entertained by or see or whatever. Like,
we expect what we pay for.
right. Like, if when I go to like a little local bar, if it's a jukebox playing, it's like, okay, whatever. But like if I go somewhere and I spent $10, $20 to get in as a guy, you better have a fucking DJ. That's what makes sense.
But this the thing, right? Most people our age is thinking like us, and that's why the club ain't the club no more. And that's why we got to figure out how to reshape events for the older crowds so it's enjoyable for us.
And I was getting ready to say too, that's why people go to like bars and lounges. And
But that's what I was saying though, because it's like I stopped going there because it's like, all right, the type to the caliber of women, like it's women out there who feel the same way
that,
we
right.
feel.
And they don't want to be in the club. They're looking,
exactly.
right, okay,
They not going to the clubs no more, whatever, because they tired of the same niggas on the same, being on the same bullshit, the same women that we talking about.
I'm not gonna lie,
shit,
it feels kind of weird, and I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody, but sometimes when I'm on social media, if you're not working in the club, it's some girls that I see in like clubs like every week faithfully, but like they don't work there.
Mm-hmm. Unless I'm,
you know,
right?
Getting up here in the age is like,
you got time for this every week.
I don't know if it
that
makes
mean
sense.
that you're not doing something else.
That's my point, and that's what I'm saying. Like I
you
stopped
know what?
going
And it's
to
not
the
even
club
that.
though.
And they be complaining like, "Oh, I don't have a companion." And it's like, you get to a certain age, it's like I'm not going to those places to look for companionship. That doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, I'm not mad at that or whatever. But
So you think you can find love in the club?
I'm
not saying that you can't find love in the club,
I'm
I'm saying right now at the age you're in, let's say
even if it's not love,
with me being okay, I'm 31, and I don't go to the club like that. But if I'd known, a particular girl's in the club 10 years straight, that's not, as a guy, I don't think that's something that we would look at to take serious. And I think the same thing, vice versa too. I mean,
someone that's at the club, because
girls would be like, yo, he in the club acting thirsty every week. Like,
I mean,
it's the same.
Yeah,
thing.
but that's my point. But you could find someone that don't go, that's on the same type of time. They not there as often as you. Y'all just happen to be
but
there
that's
on the
different.
same
That's what
night.
I'm saying. Like, it's some people that you see, like, you be like, damn, they in the club again.
I went through.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not, so you can't just use that as, oh, you can't find love, because some people have. But my point about it is
you
the
never
environment.
know who you gonna meet and where you gonna meet or not.
Anywhere, you know what I mean?
But if I see the same chick in the club every week,
I'm not.
she's probably not the one that I'm looking for.
Yeah,
in the club.
for a fact.
And that's what
somewhere.
That's what I mean. Like,
but that's what I was saying. That's what we tired of seeing, the same motherfuckers in the club, same motherfuckers that you always see all
same
the
people
time,
I seen on Facebook.
So that's what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm trying to finish saying about, like, I stopped putting myself in those environments and expecting a certain type of woman, like, know what I mean? And like,
and vice versa. I don't make it seem like we just targeting women. I feel like they probably feel the same way.
Nah, that's what I said before, because I'm a man. I'm not gonna be talking about what.
No, 100%. But
like I said, it's
whoever
women
watch
out
it,
there
I don't
that
want
feel
nobody
the same
giving
way
like, I
that
can't
we
believe
feel.
you said that.
Nah, I already said it.
I
It's
seen
women
you
out
in a
there
club
that
tag,
feel the
like,
same
you
way
have
that we
seen it,
feel.
just
So it's
not
like,
often.
I focus on my money and shit, whatever, to put myself in a position where I'm in an environment of women who are on the same type of time that I'm on, or looking for what I'm looking for.
Well, what you looking for? Specify what you looking for, since you there.
Don't do that.
Since you there with it, like specify what you looking for. Cause that's a topic in itself.
I'm not looking though.
All right, say no more then.
I'm not looking.
That evasion was like that was definitely like 100%. That was impressive.
I said, but
that nigga sidestepped the shit out the question. But I'm not looking. He sidestepped the shit out.
I got an opinion on it,
but I already said I'm focused. That's why I'm focused on my money. I'm not looking right now. But I feel like that's the problem though. When people be looking. People be so focused on finding love that like you gonna keep on finding the wrong shit to the point where you just like I hate love, I hate this.
You gonna force yourself into something,
into being like, know what I mean, and even that, like, know what I mean, and I don't want to do that. That's why I said I'm not looking, and that's why I said I'm that ties into what I was saying before, where I'm putting myself in the position to be in the environments where I will run into the type of woman that's on the type of time that I'm on. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because if it's gonna happen, I want it to happen naturally. I want to just fall in love with your aura type junk, like, nah. I mean,
this nigga Jay's trying to get
this
deep on y'all ladies.
Crazy.
He been saying a lot of stuff today to like.
He said aura, like
step his way into some cool.
You know, niggas don't even say aura like that.
Yeah. He's been finding a way, like through the whole interview, to step his way into.
I'm trying. I'm keeping it all the way.
Nigga dead came like, yo, I'm trying
to see what's good with your aura.
Nah. I'm just keeping it all the way 100 because
bring me good vibrations and make sure your aura is
Nah. I know definitely. I definitely know what he means.
I feel like everybody should, because we all should be tired. Like that's my point. Like I put myself in the club of certain women that'll be interested in me or whatever, and I'm like, you into you play into it, whatever. But it's like it's the same as it's nothing different. Like I mean, you ain't got nothing to you, like, know what I mean? And I'm not talking about how much you work, how, like, know what I mean?
Right, and that's another thing, too, because people are like, I work X amount of hours, I'm going to go to the club and enjoy myself, and it's like, that's not the only means of enjoyment, like.
I don't care how much you got in your savings.
It's so many things that.
I mean, it matters.
I don't want to say so many things. It's so many things that you'll learn about yourself just by trying new things and trying to experience other things.
And I'm learning that, too. I knew from early on that I was a bar guy. I learned that early on from knowing you.
You know what I'm saying? I knew I was a bar guy, but like I didn't drink whiskey.
You kind of turned me into a bar guy.
Yeah, I didn't drink.
I ain't even gonna lie. You turned me into a bar guy.
That's because Tab just want to drink.
Yes, but when you go to certain bars and I tried other drinks, I started liking other stuff that I normally wouldn't.
I'm a bottle on the vibe.
I stick to what I like.
Right.
Because I'd rather be.
Yeah, I'd rather get the bottle.
I'm low key antisocial, and people don't really believe in that because I'm supposed to be an artist and I'm a business.
Nah, I'm the same way. I tell people all the time. Like I had an interview the other day with.
Because he the God MC.
But I took my favorite thing to say is that I'm not a people's person, but I'm good with people.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really like to be around people a lot, but I know how to be around people. Like
I'm not socially awkward.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be awkward or like know what I mean? What I typically, cause I like what I like. I'm the type of person I am. Like you know what I mean? We generally have the, you know what I mean? Because we have the same sense of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but everybody not like that, and that's not the general.
All right, so question, right? Because I want to make sure it's just not me. I'm a text person all day.
I'm a call
I
me.
don't really talk on the phone ever.
I need you to call me. I used to be.
I don't know if that shit. I've been away before, and I really just had long periods of time where I just didn't use the phone. I never call home. I just be doing my little time. So I don't know if that like had a excuse me. Goddamn, they got the woo. Anyway,
don't still blame me.
That shit still in the
that
ear. That shit lingering, but
and Tone, I feel you on that, and I feel like I'm the opposite because
yeah, I tell people all the time, you gotta call me.
For us, because we all around the same age, when we talk to people that are like 10 years younger than us, I can see them being more of a text savvy person because that's what they know. Yeah. But like for us, cell phones wasn't all that popular.
I'm so anti that I feel like you calling me. This nigga be with me a lot.
I call this nigga all the time,
but I answer for him.
And when niggas don't answer, I call y'all right back. And then I try to text like, call me.
I answer for like 5 people. And then everybody else, I'll watch you call me and I'll text you back what you need. Like, I feel like sometimes a phone call is invasive.
I was about to say that.
Invasive.
And sometimes I do feel like that.
It's almost invasive. I'm not saying I'm above using the phone, but I'm one of those people that'd be like, I would prefer a, hey, what you up to text. Is it cool if I call?
No,
yeah,
well, I'll say don't just FaceTime is the most invasive.
That's invasive too. I'm not even doing video chats like that unless it's with my son.
But my thing about
make it difficult.
Why I'm more of a call me person is because I'll be on my phone for a little bit for 5-10 minutes and then I'll throw my phone somewhere and then be busy doing what I'm doing and then somebody will text me something and it's like, all right, you need me urgently or whatever,
right.
But
and
you should have called me because I'm not paying attention to my phone. And
I should have kind of clarified because everybody's in a different stage of life and what they got going on. Sometimes you really can't call.
No, it's not.
Like we work in certain events. Sometimes we might gotta shoot a text.
And that's why I tell people. I tell people all the time. If you don't get me to the call, job, text me. That's the voicemail nowadays. I don't leave. Nobody leave voicemails.
And that's my thing too. Like I'm working with my hands, whether it's construction, whether we in the studio doing whatever.
Because when I'm cutting grass,
some people don't understand.
So text for me is always a little bit easier.
So how you feel? Oh, I'm about to talk
something
else now. How you feel about a shorty that feels the need, and vice versa for you too, ladies. Someone who feels the need to be on the phone with you all the time. I mean, obviously you ain't with
I'm about to say somebody that feel like they need to be on the phone with me all the time is not gonna work with me. But if you feel like you need to communicate that much, we need to see each other more. Right. Because I'd rather talk to you. But I ain't even gonna say that because I might not want to talk you to death in person either. I might just like to be in your presence sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like,
miniature golf.
It's nothing wrong with shutting the fuck up and just enjoying each other's company.
But my thing about it is because sometimes you'll have a shorty where it's like, it's sometimes
a nice move.
Because there's sometimes where you have a vibe where it's like, we talking on the phone, we ain't hanging up. Like we have.
Oh, you talking about like falling asleep on the phone and shit?
Well, I'm definitely not.
That's
doing
the honeymoon stage.
Ain't no honeymoon stage. I don't do that at all no more. Ain't no.
Damn,
I'm going to sleep.
You just fucked up somebody's aura for you.
I don't care.
It's hot.
Like I said, I'm keeping it all the way 100. If you for me, you for me. If you're not, you're not. But I'm not doing the whole phone sleep, especially no FaceTime, phone calls, texting until I fall asleep.
So what about like good morning text?
Once I get tired, good night.
Damn, nigga, shut it down.
But look, when you get a little bit grown and you,
I've been there when I've been on the phone all the way till the morning.
Not
phone dead up.
Not to toot nobody.
Yo, what did my mother?
Not to toot nobody horn, but it's men who haven't had issues with getting females throughout their life. By the time you start hitting 30, you look at shit a little bit differently than niggas who are just starting to flourish.
I always say that
with
too,
females. You look at that shit way different. So it's like you get to a point where it's like
you have to be in control of certain things.
The honeymoon shit, like, it's cool,
because
but
you understand
it's
things
not realistic.
You've been there.
It's
not realistic.
But that's why I said I don't do the whole, because then you have expectations of me always,
like
and then that time where I get tired of when I get the understanding of we don't need to be on the phone.
Is you act different.
Know what I mean? It's like, why you want to hang up now? Cause I'm tired. I know I got work 5-6 months. I know I got to get up, do shit in the morning. I don't want to be tired.
And then that's probably where niggas just got to communicate a little bit.
But some people don't.
Some people don't do it.
They don't care about that.
And
listen, some people just carry.
I be like, bye, nigga. That's it. Don't ask me why. Like,
but that's why I say you gotta be in the environment of the people who
keep it a band. Sometimes I don't say nothing. I just hang up.
Me too. Sometimes you got
just
to.
Boom that
sometimes
shit,
if I know you're gonna make it something, it's just like, I'll be like,
that bitch talking too much.
So
I'll do it on FaceTime. I'll disappear and I'll reach out. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't even care. I'm on camera. I'll tell you. I'll do this. I'll be. Boop, boop, boop. Fuck that. I'm tired of being on the phone.
I ain't gonna lie. When I call y'all niggas and I see y'all active on Instagram, I got called back. I said, these niggas not about to do this to me.
First of all, that should be a lie. Cause females tell me all the time, "Oh, you was on Facebook at this time." I was like, "Bitch, I was asleep."
not even on my phone.
Oh, the thing with Facebook is too, it be your devices. Like if you leave, like if I leave my iPad on Messenger and shit.
I hate that.
It
You're
is
like, oh, you was on
definitely
Facebook. Why you couldn't? I was not on Facebook. All right, y'all. We didn't even realize how late it was, so we gonna do a part 2 another day. Y'all keep in tune. We was getting real deep into the topics, getting real comfortable. So just keep in tune with us. Keep locked in. We gonna have Tone right back, Tev right back, and keep talking about these general topics. If people want to get on, holla at me. Follow us on Instagram. It is what it is 203. Follow the YouTube or subscribe to the YouTube. It is what it is 203. Follow us on Twitter. It is what it is 203. Now I mean, we out here. So just keep tapping in.
Uncle said Blanc, who is cute as you? Nobody. Okay, spit that game, bitch. You ain't a clown, but your face getting painted when you and my dippy done getting acquainted. Fofo Taurus stainless, yeah. They say shit that ain't facts, but we play with that white shit. But when it hit that liquid, it might change colors like Ajax.